Audio Jungle.
Today I'm going to teach you how to train the hamstrings based on what the anatomy is, what is the function, and what is the structure of it, and combine the knowledge with how to train the hamstrings. Starting off, what are the hamstrings? Well, the hamstrings are actually this large chunk of muscle on your leg that is in the rear side of your leg. The front side is your quadriceps, the rear side is your hamstring. So the hamstrings' main function, there's two main functions. The primary function is leg flexion. So what is leg flexion? Leg flexion or knee flexion is actually this. I'm flexing my legs. You can imagine that I'm doing a bicep curl where I'm flexing my elbow joint, but instead this is with the knee. So I'm flexing my knee as if it's doing a leg curl. That's why you call the hamstring the biceps of the leg. What is the second main function? The second main function is hinging of the hips. What is hinging of the hips? This is hinging of the hips. When I need to move my hips, you see my hips here? I'm moving it backwards, that's hinging of the hips. So when you're squatting, you're hinging your hips. Because you can imagine, if I don't hinge my hips when I want to go down, I will fall down. You see here? Keeping my hips straight. Imagine wanting to go down. I'm going to fall down like that. So I need to hinge my hips. So when you're squatting there, that's your hamstring working as well. Here is the anatomy of the hamstrings. Starting off here, you can see that this is the rear side of your posterior side of your leg. Here are the hamstrings. The hamstrings are made up of three main muscles. The first main muscle is this, the biceps femoris. So there's one on each side. The biceps means two, so there's the long head and the short head on the biceps femoris. Next is the semi-membranosus, which are the inner ones, and the outer ones, and the semi-tendinosus, which are the ones right here. Here, and this is the membranosus. So these three muscles work together for those two main functions that I previously mentioned, which is knee flexion and hip hinge. So why train the hamstrings? Well, first of all, hamstrings are important muscles to making your leg look beefy and huge, because you can't just have an overdeveloped quad and underdeveloped hamstring. It will make it seem like unbalanced. Like imagine a big bicep with no tricep, it doesn't look big. So the next main reason why you need to train the hamstring is because a lot of track or a lot of movement exercises use a lot of the hamstrings. Especially if you're a track runner, so you're sprinting like this. Imagine, you need to bring this leg up. You see the hamstrings work. You don't just push off the floor, your hamstrings work to bring your leg up. So if you're a sprinter or if you're a long distance runner, you have to make sure your hamstring is well trained so you don't pull it and get injured. Next, I'm going to teach you how to train the hamstrings. Now that you know the anatomy, structure, and function, how do you train the hamstrings? Well, I recommend three main movements for training the hamstring. The first two are compound movement, the last one is an isolation movement. So the first one is the main exercise you use to train the hamstrings, which is the Romanian deadlift. What is Romanian deadlift? Suspended form of the deadlift where you're hinging your hips way more. See here? I'm hinging my hips and pulling my hips backwards. Here you will feel a major stretch on your hamstrings and you're loading. You want a slight bend in your knee, and you want to make sure that you don't start flexing your back. That is bad. You want to keep it solid, and you want to start moving down and go around your knee level or below your knee based on your flexibility. That is how to train your hamstrings with a compound movement. Next one is with the squat. So as I mentioned, squat has hip hinging. This is not a main exercise muscle when you're doing squats, but it does help with your hamstring. Or you can use a wider stance where you target a little bit more hamstrings and glutes in the lower position. Here. Side view. I'm hinging my hips. You see? Here's the back view. Your hamstrings actually work a lot. The last one is the isolation movement. Isolation movement is called leg curl, where you're actually flexing your knee joint. Usually, you would use a machine, but since I don't have a machine, I use these ankle straps and a cable machine. Here's the example of doing the exercise, where I'm curling and I'm activating my hamstrings. You want to go slower on the eccentric, on the lowering phase, than the concentric phase. more important to go slower and control the weight rather than using very heavy weights and not controlling the eccentric. Because eccentric is more muscle tension than the concentric, which is the pulling out phase. Those are the 3 main exercises I recommend for training the hamstrings to keep them healthy and to keep them strong. One last tip for training hamstrings is to make sure that you stretch them after you do leg day, like this. You can stretch them like this. You stretch the hamstrings, keep your knees straight, or you can do them vertically, like this. Because the hamstrings take a long time to recover, they're very sore the next day, so stretching them helps to relieve the soreness. Thank you for watching.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new from it. If you did, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing to our channel. It would mean so much to us. Our channel aims to provide free educational content on how to work out in a proper and scientifically proven way so that you could get results. On screen are some other videos that you can watch if you want to continue learning how to work out. Other than that, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good day. We'll see you next video.